Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven from X Krogane Photos, and for today I am outdoors in town. Now what you're looking at over here, this location, this is the town of Bukit Mertajam in Penang state of Malaysia. There are a lot of heritage buildings over here from the British colonial era. And as you guys can see, yeah, this place is congested. Heavy traffic, very noisy, I know, but I still insist on doing toy photography right here. Yes. Today's topic is toy photography. This is also an ideal place to do street photography, and I have returned to this place many times, but for today, we are photographing figurines right on the ground, right here at this spot. Yeah, we have some interesting texture over here. As you can see, there are some wooden planks, a lot of dirt and garbage on the ground, and then we have some rust at the rear door over here. So we are getting some texture for the background. The background will not look that boring in comparison. And I'm going to photograph this direction over here because there is sunlight coming in, so I want some sunlight on the floor for additional texture. On the ground, in a public spot, as you guys can see, this is a very public location. Naturally, the props I brought today, they are not completely random. I have already scouted out this location in advance, and I brought something that is suitable for the location. So we have some wood planks, we have baskets or broken windows and so on. Anything that looks like debris. With figure photography, it is very essential to bring not only your figurines, your toys outdoors, but you need supporting equipment. Maybe you need an additional tripod, you need some metal wires to keep your figures standing. Because there is no base, you are not going to include the base of the figurine when you photograph it. Or you may include some diorama parts, some miniatures, some supporting props in order to conceal or hide whatever footpack the figure has. And also to support the figure so that you can keep the figure standing without the base. Can't see shit, man. In this specific case over here, what I'm using is I am using a die-cast model of a bicycle to support the figure. So the figure is not plugged into the base, it would just fall over. So what I would do is to hook this figure's right hand into the handle of the bicycle, and the bicycle has its own stand, and that will help keeping the figure standing upright. Alright guys, this is all I'm going to use today, a Canon 200D entry-level DSLR, which was released 7 years ago, and an 18 to 55mm kit lens. Yeah, this is all I will use today, entry-level stuff. The way I am arranging these wood planks is to have them acting as the leading line, improving how the photo looks in the final results. So we have the wood plank extending from the figure into the camera lens, right? Yeah, this is what we call the leading line, and it is one of my favorite methods of composition in figure photography. And the second thing is that, yeah, you are going to deal with environmental elements. Wind is going to knock over your figure sometimes. It has happened to me like 3 times. Yeah, the wind just blowing over my stuff, so that can't be helped sometimes. You might want to choose a day where the wind isn't as strong compared to the usual. And now I am back home staring on my computer screen at this photograph over here. Okay, before and after. The one on the left is straight out of camera raw, and the one on the right was fully edited in Lightroom. No, I like my photographs to be rather warm in a way, but I think it is suitable for this specific scene because of the sunlight coming in. You see the sunlight across the ground over there, light rays. That is exactly what I wanted. If I could improve this photograph a bit further, go to Photoshop and add some artificial light rays, but this is good enough. Anyways, back to this photograph over here. Yeah, this was cropped to 4:3 ratio. Originally, it was something like this. And I actually noticed an issue. Because I was photographing handheld on the streets, I did not bring an additional tripod. I was too lazy to do so. I should have brought an additional tripod actually. Okay, so the issue over here, if I were to zoom in, this is 100% view. Is the figurines eyes or face in focus? I would say yes, but at the same time, I am not very pleased with the sharpness of this image. But I am uncertain whether it was the camera which missed focus ever so slightly, we're talking about a millimeter or 2, or this is indeed the sharpest the kit lens 18-55 STM was capable of when I took this photograph over here. Both are likely. I'm not sure where the issue is. I would say this is probably just the limitation of the kit lens I'm using rather than the photograph being out of focus. And maybe I could have improved the sharpness of the photograph ever so slightly if I brought an additional tripod with me, you know, a camera with an L bracket, and then I mount it on the tripod, manually focus until the eyes are tack sharp, and then shoot it in timer mode. That would be ideal actually. As for the eyes over here, okay, of course, let's come back to this photograph over here. As you can see, the one I edited, the one on the left, I think her eyes are in focus, but the image is a bit soft. Yeah. And the one on the right is after editing. As you can see, I actually had a clarity boost over there of about 20-25 of boost and a texture boost of 10. I think this is good enough. I mean, for social media use, where you resize the image to about 2000 pixels or so, the photo will appear tack sharp on Instagram, on Facebook, and so on. So this is fine. And for something I casually shot on the street, I think this is good enough quality. And that is all for today's video on toy photography on the streets. If you found this video to be helpful or informative in any way, please give this video a like and subscribe to this channel for more toy photography content. Until then, I'll see you guys again very soon. See ya.